Alright guys, I got a video for you today talking about my personal favorite mouse pad and my experience going through mouse pads over the years and how I finally dialed in what mouse pad is. And I'll start off by showing you my favorite mouse pad. It is from the Mousepad Company. They make amazing mouse pads. I've bought in several since, and I can't give praise. So I'm gonna give you a B-roll shot of the one I have on my desk, and then we will start talking about the mouse pads. I hope you enjoyed that little B-roll shot. I'm still working on it. I use a gimbal for my phone. I'm still practicing on controlling it properly so I can get good angles and whatnot. But trust me, it'll get better over time. Just work with me. And so we'll get into my second favorite mouse pad, which is right here. This is the Gloria P510. It is very similar to the Mousepad Company mousepad, but this one the stitches are a little finer. It is waterproof. But my biggest complaint is on, if I switch it this way, you can see on stitching. You can see on the stitching on the corners how they turn like they like crumble and twist up. And eventually you'll start feeling that on your wrist, and it'll leave a rash over time. So that is why I decided to switch that. If you just trim them off, over time as you go, it's perfectly fine. Then it's still a perfectly good mouse pad, but that is one upgrade that this mouse pad could make to be an S tier mouse pad. Right now it is A tier to B tier mouse pad with that stitching problem around the outside. So we will look at the Mousepad Company's website. Here are some of the designs. The swirl ones are really nice looking. They can go with quite a few things. They have a lot of different colors. This is the one I currently have on my desk. That is the one I just showed you earlier in the video. They used to have just plain colors like plain black, turquoise, and a few other colors, but I have not seen them on here lately. You can get these cubed ones if you're interested in that, and every now and then they do a specialty one. This one's called the Shogun. The colors will be a little hard to match up with some keycaps, but nevertheless a nice uh, looking mouse pad. So we'll go down the list of how I came to the Mousepad Company pad. Before like I said, I was using the glorious MP510, waterproof. It's a fast I would say like a fast control pad. Um, you can get some really good flicks and swipes in, but you can also have the good control for, precise snipes and, controlling sprays and stuff like that. And I mained that mouse pad for quite a while. Use it into the dirt. Before I upgraded to the Mousepad Company. For that, I used the behemoth glorious 3XL mouse pad. I used this thing so hard, it had a giant white spot right here from the mouse feet wear on. I enjoyed the mouse pad. It's a soft pad. I would say it's a soft pad, but it's a great pad. I mean, Glorious makes amazing products. I have yet to try their Elements pads because I don't like the small pad go on just to the side of your keyboard. I like the desk mat. I'm a big fan of the desk mat itself. So I will probably never try them. I did try a Shinnekai one time at a friend's house, and those little beads just go everywhere. He said that the mouse pad doesn't last long. He has to buy a new one every couple of months, and that does not sound like something I want to deal with. Maybe another artisan pad if they made, matte style ones, I would consider trying. So before the glorious, I used the XXL version of this HyperX mouse pad, which was fairly decent pad actually. I, it's what I kind of really started grinding my gears on getting used to PC gaming. Because I switched full time to PC gaming about 3 or 4 years ago. Before I just dabbled in it, and a long time ago I PC gamed when I was younger. But then I console gamed for about 15 years, so I finally made the switch. And this is the mouse pad I kind of grinded my gears, grinded it out on. Still, I still hold it true to my heart. I actually have it in my tinkering room as a work surface for building and taking apart keyboards. Same with the glorious 3XL. I have it on my other table in there that I do my solder on. So before that, I had no, actually, it went this way. I had this. This is when I wasn't PC gaming a whole lot. I had this RGB Bro, Razer Firefly, hard pad. I didn't do much gaming with it. The it was RGB hard pad. What is there to say? I didn't use it for very long. I ended up selling it as a bundle with one of my old PCs. I sold like a complete streamer setup with like my old mic, an old capture card, an old webcam, mouse pad, keyboard, one monitor, and I made made a decent amount of money off of it because it was complete, get you started, streamer bundle. Um, then before that is when I had the Corsair pad. This actually is a decent pad. It's very soft. Like it's softer than almost any other pad I've ever seen. I actually still use pieces of it for stuff today. Like I cut a piece of it to use under my second keyboard over here for my, so it's not on a hard surface when I'm typing, because I like my keyboard being on a soft surface when I'm typing. So that's kind of my venture. I've tried a couple other pads in between that I just can't remember or that weren't sticking out to me. I think I had a Logitech mouse pad at one point that I didn't use for very long. But what I also want to talk about is the Novelkey desk pads. These are not gamer desk pads by any means. They are extremely soft. I would not consider them gaming mouse pads. They are decorative mouse pads. And I know that might, get a couple people mad, but it's the truth. You aren't gonna see any FPS players using one of these mouse pads. I own a few of them, and they're great for photo ops. I'll set them out when every now and then when I haven't been gaming for a while and I'm just chilling. But generally these are just to go with a theme that you're going with for a build for your setup, and you can have it out for photos and then swap in your gaming mouse pad when things get serious. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Some of the opinions might be controversial, especially about these Novelkey's desk pads. These are, decorative pads. They're not meant to be gamed with hardcore. They are just meant for looks for the most part. They still work as a mouse pad just fine for general use, but if you want to get serious and be doing some hardcore flick shots or hardcore tracking and getting down and dirty, this pad isn't the pad for you. And one last time, I want to shout out the Mousepad Company. Love you guys to death. I'll probably stick with you for a long time unless some major milestone comes from another company that just creates the best mouse pad in the world. And yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Check the socials down in the description. Drop a like if you like the video. Leave a comment for some feedback. And yeah, love y'all. Have a good one.